Alright guys, so today I have a pretty interesting video for you guys. Now, this is about the teaser hat that everyone has been, thinking is the final, that this means that this was the final game. Final Fantasy 3 is over, like that's the final game, and this proves it. But honestly, I just read something on Reddit that has me pretty interesting and makes me think that no, it isn't the end, and, well, here we go. So anyways, this is by Reddit user LAK132, and he says, if you've been living under a rock, this is the latest teaser on ScottGames, and he shows the hat. Put it simply, it's Freddy's hat. There's nothing in the background. There's nothing in the image. This image that can be found by brightening it. There is one thing about this image that is very, very strange, though. It does quite look like Gen 3 Freddy's hat, like it should be if this was signifying the end of Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, it doesn't quite look like it. Sorry, I can't read. So whose is it? And he shows some images here that says it's not shiny enough to be Gen 3 Freddy's, and he shows some pictures. And I'll put those on screen right now. And he says it's not Gen 2 Freddy's, obviously, because Gen 2 has like the giant red thing below it or on top of it. And he says, however, it is pretty much indistinguishably from Gen 1 Freddy's hat. And this is where he's right. This looks like Gen 1 Freddy's hat. So he said, could this be teasing the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's? Not the end. So this is basically what everyone was kind of thinking. If this wasn't the end, then it would make sense that we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to see kind of how everything started, how, the children were murdered, who the purple guy is. We're going to learn more about that and just all of this interesting stuff. And this kind of makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm also going to link Rozbowski's video and 8-Bit Gaming, their videos, because they also discussed another theory where basically they think that it could be related to the movie, which that's also, a good theory. But this one I like more because I think it's just, it makes more sense. Not makes more sense, but it makes sense too along with that one. So, I mean, it could be either of these. It could be either that this whole time he's been hinting at the movie, like he's been working on this backstage or behind the scenes, this whole movie thing, or he's been hinting at this the whole time that we're going back to the original Five Nights at Freddy's, and the next game, if there even is one, is gonna be linked with that somehow. So I also wanted to read a comment here. Somebody said, I recommend reading this, and basically it shows a little picture which I have on screen right now. It says, teaser has unbroken, new, maybe pictures from old restaurant, smooth, almost no artifacts, a little bit rugged, not completely clear, and similar to Golden Freddy's, dirty with smudges, and just some other things. So just another picture kind of showing that this could possibly be Gen 1 Freddy's hat. So honestly, I like this theory. I agree with it. I think that if he was going to make a new game, it would make sense for it to go back in time, just because, if you never beat Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the game series is not over, but, we've seen what happened to the purple guy. We've seen how he dies. We've seen what's become of him, but one thing that doesn't make sense to me is the fact that we kind of think Springtrap survived the fire because, once you brighten up the endgame image, you see Springtrap in the back. So if he survived the fire, and this could possibly mean, like, if what this guy's going off and what I'm kind of thinking too is, if this is leading, like, making us think that we're going to go back to the original Five Nights at Freddy's, we're going to learn how it all happened, then does that mean that there's going to be, I'm not even going to say it, but, it wouldn't make sense, because if we go back to the first one, then what happened to Springtrap? We'd have to have a fifth one, but obviously I don't think that's ever going to happen. But I'm just saying it would either have to be either have to continue after Five Nights at Freddy's 3, or it'd have to continue before, or go back in time and be like a prequel. So I don't know, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that the next one is going to take place, or do you even think there's going to be a next one, or do you think the next one's going to take place having to do with Springtrap, or do you think the next one's going to have to take place with the Gen 1 Freddy, or animatronics basically? Me personally, though, I like this theory where we're going to be going back to the original, how it all started, and I like that because it doesn't mean it's going to be the end for the series. It could mean that there's going to be one more, or, like I've been saying, there might just be none at all, and this is just useless. Anyways, though, guys, thanks for watching. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Check out the link down below if you want to see the images for yourself, or just look on screen, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.